We have been seeing amazing changes in the housing market because builders are advertising mortgage rates near 4%, while the actual market rate is still sitting in the mid 6% range. And that gap, it tells us something important has already moved behind the scenes, because interest rates themselves did not suddenly fall back to 4%. The monthly number is being adjusted another way. So across the country, buyers are noticing that the payment they expected and the payment structure they are actually being offered are no longer coming from the same place. And when the path to the payment changes, the decision often feels a bit harder. Now, right now, the average 30-year mortgage rate is still around 6.5%. That means a 4% offer is not coming from the bond market. It is being supported somewhere inside the transaction, usually through a builder incentive, usually through a financial concession, usually through the seller paying part of the borrowing cost up front. Now, that is not unusual all in itself, but incentives have always existed in housing, but incentives tend to expand when the normal monthly payment moves outside the range many buyers can comfortably carry. Because home builders do not only build homes, they manage timelines. So when a finished home just sits there longer than planned, the meter doesn't stop running for the builder. Property taxes keep adding up, insurance still has to be paid, loan interest keeps ticking in every month, and every basic upkeep cost, they just don't go away. So at some point, the builder has to make a move. Now, instead of lowering the headline price immediately, they often adjust the financing path. They lower the visible monthly payment by contributing funds towards the mortgage rate. So you have to think of it like a retailer offering 0% financing on a large purchase. The price didn't disappear. The timing of the cost changed. The cost moved forward, so the monthly number appears smaller. But the total commitment still deserves a closer look, because the mortgage payment is only one part of the housing cost. Insurance can change year to year. Property taxes can adjust after the purchase. Maintenance rarely arrives on any predictable calendar, but sometimes the roof needs attention earlier than expected. Sometimes the HVAC needs service sooner than planned. And housing costs tend to behave less like a fixed bill and more like a group of expenses that take turns appearing. And when several parts of the total cost can move, buyers often want a clearer picture before actually committing. So right now, incentives are appearing in many new construction communities. Rate buydowns, closing cost credits, upgrade packages, price adjustments, preferred lender promotions, sometimes several incentives appearing all together at the same time. And that combination tends to show up when affordability has tightened. Not disappeared, but certainly tightened. And household incomes did not suddenly fall, but borrowing costs increased faster than incomes increased. So the math, of course, it just naturally changed. And when that math changes, transactions, they become in a place where they have to require more adjustments just in order to stay within qualifying range. And builders, man, they still want these homes to sell. Builders still want stable housing costs. Lenders, they still want loans that perform over time. Each participant adjusting to the same new numbers. So in several markets right now, new construction inventory has been higher than many builders actually prefer. Completed homes waiting for buyers, homes that are finished, but they're not yet occupied. And every month, a completed home remains unsold. Additional carrying costs, they accumulate. So what does that do? It encourages builders to create incentives that help the transaction happen sooner. Incentives, they help align the monthly payment with what buyers can qualify for today. But incentives do not remove the actual long-term cost. They just reposition when the cost is felt. And repositioned cost can still affect flexibility later. It could lead into flexibility to refinance, flexibility to relocate, flexibility to handle unexpected repairs, flexibility to maybe absorb insurance adjustments, or flexibility is ultimately what allows homeowners to navigate change without feeling financially pinned down all the time, which a lot of people feel. But when monthly obligations move closer to the upper range of what feels comfortable, flexibility, it just tends to shrink. And when that flexibility shrinks, decision timelines often extend. And buyers, they start asking a lot more questions. Buyers request more inspections. Buyers review more scenarios, because a mortgage is not a simple transaction. It is a long-term financial relationship, and it lasts decades. Inspection reports from new construction properties have also shown variation in build outcomes. Most homes are completed properly, but faster construction timelines can sometimes produce uneven details. Drainage corrections, ventilation adjustments, cosmetic finishes, touch-ups, items that are repairable but still require time and attention. Buying a newly built home is a little like buying a newly released software program. Most features work immediately, but early users, they occasionally encounter updates that need to be installed. Nothing catastrophic, of course, but not entirely effortless either, because construction volume increased significantly during periods of strong demand. Builders accelerated production schedules. Now borrowing costs are higher. So the speed of sales has slowed in a lot of regions, which leads to more incentives being introduced to help transactions continue moving. So as of April 2026, mortgage rates are in the mid 6% range and are influencing affordability calculations. The appearance of 4% incentive rates tells us builders are actively working to keep monthly payments within reach of qualified buyers. But it also tells us the affordability equation has not fully returned to the environment buyers remember from just a few years ago. The numbers are still adjusting. The monthly cost is still finding its balance point. Housing markets rarely adjust all at once. They tend to move step by step. Because interest rates, they still move, buyer budgets are going to react to that movement. Builders adjust incentives, inventory levels respond, each step influencing the next, which means the advertised interest rate alone may not describe the full financial picture, because the interest rate is only one lever inside of this entire transaction.